You know, people see the glory, but they never see the grind. They see the spotlight, but they don't see the nights I sat in the dark, alone, wondering if I was even meant to make it. They see the speeches, the awards, the applause, but they don't see the moments when I almost gave it all up. Let me tell you something. Success is not shiny. It's not pretty. It's bloody, it's lonely, and it's full of scars. I've learned that life doesn't hand you what you dream about. It hands you what you're willing to fight for. And most people, when the fight gets ugly, when the pain gets personal, they quit. But I didn't. And I'm not saying that with pride. I'm saying that with truth. Because there were times when quitting was easier than breathing. You see, there's a voice that lives inside all of us. That voice whispers, "You're not enough." It tells you, you don't belong. And every day, you either feed that voice or you fight it. I had to learn how to fight it. Because if you don't kill the doubt will kill you. Faith and fear cannot live in the same house. One will chase the other out. I remember when I had $27 to my name. I was sitting in my mother's beauty salon, just praying for a chance. And one day this lady walks in, never met her before in my life. And she says, "Young man, you're going to travel the world and speak to millions." I laughed, because I was broke, jobless, and lost. But something about her words burned inside me. I didn't understand it then, but that was faith calling my name. You see, faith doesn't make sense until you look back and realize every failure was direction. Every delay was protection. Every no was actually not yet. I stopped chasing what looked easy and started trusting what felt right. Faith taught me that the darkest roads often lead to the brightest rooms. You gotta believe before you see it. That's the rule. That's the price. So when fear starts knocking, you open the door and say, "Sorry, faith lives here now." Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is success, if you learn something from it. People say, "Denzel, you never fail." Man, please. I fail all the time. I've been rejected, laughed at, told, "You're not what we're looking for." More times than I can count. But I made a choice early on. If I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall forward. Because at least when you fall forward, you can see what you're hitting. You can see what you're learning. Every stumble taught me how to stand taller. Every heartbreak taught me how to love deeper. Every no taught me to prepare for a bigger yes. I tell young people all the time, don't be afraid to fail big. Dream big, but fail big too. That's how you stretch. That's how you grow. You can't tiptoe through life hoping to make it safely to death. You gotta jump. You gotta risk. You gotta believe there's something on the other side of that pain worth fighting for. Because there is. Now listen carefully, because this next one changed my entire life. Most people won't tell you this. Most won't even understand it. But if you get this truth, if you really understand it, it'll flip your world upside down. The enemy is not the haters. It's not the critics. It's not your past. It's not even the people who doubted you. The enemy is in here. It's your comfort zone. It's your laziness. It's that whisper that says, "You can do it tomorrow." Let me tell you something real. Discipline will do what motivation never could. Everybody's motivated when the sun's shining. Everybody's motivated when they feel good. But discipline is what shows up when motivation's gone. That's the killer inside you. That's the enemy you have to face every single day. You see, when I first started making money, I got comfortable. I thought I had made it. But comfort is the silent killer of greatness. It doesn't destroy you overnight. It slowly takes your edge. It steals your hunger. It makes you forget what you fought for. One day, I woke up and realized, if the devil can't destroy you, he'll distract you. And that hit me like a brick, because distraction doesn't look dangerous. It looks easy. It looks harmless. But it steals your focus, your fire, your faith. And the day you stop fighting for your purpose is the day you start dying for nothing. So, yeah. Truth number 3 shook me. Because I realized I wasn't fighting the world. I was fighting me. And if you're listening to this right now, if you're sitting there thinking your life's too far gone, too broken, too late, you're wrong. You're just one decision away from changing everything. But that decision won't come easy. It'll come when you look in the mirror and tell the old you, your time is up. Because the new you doesn't beg for comfort. The new you builds through pain. The new you walks through fire. You know what I learned after years of chasing the world? Popularity fades faster than smoke. One day they love you, the next day they forget your name. I used to think success was about being seen. But the longer I walked this road, the more I realized. Success isn't about being seen. It's about seeing clearly. Your purpose doesn't need applause. It needs obedience. You don't owe the world entertainment. You owe God excellence. When I started focusing on what people thought of me, I lost myself. But when I focused on what God expected of me, I found peace. Purpose doesn't scream, it whispers. And if your life is too loud, you won't hear it. That's why solitude matters. That's why stillness matters. I had to sit alone in hotel rooms, in trailers, in silence, and ask myself, Denzel, what are you doing this for? Is it for the cameras, the awards, the validation, or is it for the calling? Let me tell you something real. When you're walking in purpose, you don't chase, you attract. And when God puts something in your spirit, no man can take it away. So stop trying to please everybody. You're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to stand out. Because the truth is, if you try to be liked by everyone, you'll end up loved by no one, including yourself. Now listen close, because this one is the reason I'm still here. It's the reason I can speak to you right now. It's the reason I can look back and say, God, thank you. See, the world teaches you to chase shine. It tells you to be seen, to be known, to be rich, to be famous. But the kingdom teaches you something different. Serve. When I started using my gifts to lift others, everything changed. I used to think success was about climbing the mountain. But real success, real peace, is when you turn around and pull somebody else up with you. Every role I've played, every award I've held, every speech I've given, none of it compares to the moments I've prayed with someone in pain, or encouraged a kid who thought he'd never make it out of his neighborhood. That's legacy. Legacy is not what you leave for people, it's what you leave in people. See, when you serve, the spotlight doesn't matter anymore, because you realize the goal was never to be seen. The goal was to see others. That's the paradox of greatness. You rise by lifting, you lead by loving, you win by giving. And I'm telling you right now, if you ever feel lost, if you ever feel like your life doesn't matter, find somebody to serve. Help somebody. Be the reason someone doesn't give up tonight, because that's what it's all about. Now I know you've been through some things. I know life hit you harder than you expected, but you're still here. And the fact that you're still breathing means your story isn't over. You see, pain has a purpose, scars have a story, and every tear you cried watered a seed that's about to grow. I don't care what you lost, I don't care who left. If God woke you up this morning, He's not done with you yet. So here's what I want you to do. When this speech ends, don't scroll, don't move. Just sit in the silence for a moment. Ask yourself one question. What am I doing with the life I've been given? Because one day the credits are going to roll, and it won't matter how many followers you had, or how much money you made, or who clapped for you. The only thing that will matter is, did you use what you had to make a difference? Did you fight the good fight? Did you stand for something when it cost you everything? That's the test. That's the measure of a man. So don't chase the flash. Chase the fire. Don't chase comfort. Chase calling. And when fear starts whispering in your ear, you tell it, I've come too far. I've bled too much. I've prayed too long to stop now. Because the truth is, Greatness doesn't live in the spotlight. It lives in the shadows of those who never quit. So keep your head down, keep your heart pure, and keep moving. Even if all you can manage today is one more step, because one more step is still forward. And if you keep walking long enough, one day you'll look up and realize you didn't just change your life, you changed somebody else's. That's when you'll know the fight was worth it, the pain had a purpose, and the dream, it was never about you. It was about what you were sent here to do. So remember this: faith over fear, fall forward, fight the enemy within, choose purpose over popularity, and serve instead of shine. Because that's how you change your life forever. And maybe, just maybe, that's how you change the world.